Get ready. 3, 2, 1. It's worldwide.
Gala on the Bluff.
We virtual, baby.
Our lineup for tonight. Toni. Dennis Edwards, Temptations Review. Cupid. And the Southern University Human Jukebox. All of this and more. It's the 18th Annual College of Business Gala on the Bluff Scholarship Fundraiser.
I'm Donald Andrews, Dean of the College of Business at Southern University of Baton Rouge, and this is Agnes Andrews, and we're here more or less to welcome you to the 2020 virtual Gala on the Bluff, and this is going to be the best one ever. We wish we could be on our usual location, but this virtual gala is going to be great. We have a major lineup for you. We have entertainment. We have sponsorship recognitions. We have student testimonials. And this is going to be a great program. So we want you more or less to stay tuned. And we're going to basically honor our honorees. And we'll have sponsors that we're going to be providing you information with. Agnes?
Can you believe it's 18 years?
Yes, this is the 18th year of the Gala on the Bluff. And there was concern that maybe we should not have a gala. But we said the people have been so great to the College of Business in terms of our Gala on the Bluff, we could not have this event. Even though COVID-19 has had major impact on our communities, on our universities, school systems, we still felt more or less it was important for us more or less to allow you to celebrate with us the accomplishments of the College of Business in 2020. Now, we hope that we can have our live gala in the spring, but we want to give you the opportunity to give funds to these deserving students. And you're going to hear these students. I mean, the testimonies these students are going to give tonight are going to be great. And we really want you to honor our honorees. And they're going to talk about some of the things that have been accomplished here in Baton Rouge. We have honorees that are going to talk about how there have been people out in the community doing great things in Baton Rouge and all over the world, because now that we are virtual, we can bring people from anywhere in the country. And we really want to thank Mr. Brian Hertzock, who basically has allowed us more or less to utilize his studio and all of the basic information that's needed in terms of running a virtual gala. So this is going to be a great program. We might want to do a virtual gala each and every year now that we not understand how to do it in terms of the technology. And Agnes, I know you've been calling and asking sponsors to commit funds to the program here tonight, and so you want to say a few words about what you've been doing in terms of developing this virtual gala.
Yeah. Well, we were committed not to let COVID stop us. We're pressing forward, and actually our results have been at least as good as, in some instances, better than they were prior to this horrible COVID-19. So we're going to have a great event. We're going to raise money. We're going to educate students, and I'm so proud of the people that have contributed, the sponsors that we've had from day one, and we just want to say thank you in advance, because if I haven't gotten to you, I will.
I've been writing letters. Even before the event started, I was writing letters back in August and September before tonight, and individuals have responded positively.
Yes.
I wrote letters to Mr. Gregory Barranco, and he responded positively.
Yes.
I wrote letters to Mr.
Leon.
Leon Baldry, and he basically sent a check. And so that is already here, already in the bank, already in the Gala bank account. So we're going to be able to continue all of the things that we have done in the past. And we just want to really thank you tonight for all that has already been done and all that's going to be done tonight. And so it's going to be a great program. I just want to mention Mr. Lewis Henry of Franchise Food Systems. He's already given his funds. I want to recognize Square Legacy, and you're going to hear from these people later on. But I'm just so elated and just so happy that people would more or less give us funds and encourage us to develop this program. In other words, it's going to be a great, great event. I'm going to be out on the dance floor later on, so I'm going to be dancing for you. I know you can't be here with me to dance, but we might be able to cut some video links or whatever and see somebody dancing. We have the Southern University Human Jukebox that's going to be with us tonight. So you're going to see the dancing dolls and you're going to see the Human Jukebox in full action. And we basically are going to have a great entertainment, and we want you more or less to lift your glasses and have a toast with us at the end. So have your everything ready. Put on your good dancing shoes. You might want to get up and dance in your living room floor or whatever the case may be. But we're going to have a great time, even though we can't be together because of COVID-19. But we're really going to have a great, great program. And I just can't be more proud of what we are doing here in the College of Business in terms of our students. They're doing virtual interviews. They're getting virtual jobs. Agnes is out there in the community talking about what we are doing. And so we just can't say enough about how people have been really, really helpful in terms of getting this program going. And I know I'm talking a little bit too long. I'm just so excited.
He's so excited.
He's so excited. And we're going to have a little thing on memory lane, where we're going to cut to some of the galas we've had in the past. And I just can't thank Mr. Hertzock enough, because he basically have put all those in storage, so he's going to take them out of storage, and we're going to have a great walk down memory lane. So Agnes, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I think we got her. Well, she gonna be out there dancing for 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay, and I don't know if I can dance like that right now, but I want to say thank you. I called 3 people yesterday. I spoke to Miss Ella Collins, I spoke to Lacey Bayhath, and I spoke to the pesticide group, Franco's Pest Control. Everybody that I call, they say, I'm in. I said, wow, thank you. So I just have to keep dialing that number and keep, if I don't reach you, you call me, you know how to reach me. And we will continue to collect money and raise funds to educate students through our biggest fundraiser event of all. So,
and we're going to be in and out of the program tonight. We're going to be with you throughout the whole night. You basically going to say, where they at? I want to go down there where they at.
No.
But we are in Celtic Studios, and one of the major film studios. So this is being done first class. This ain't no Mickey Mouse operation. And I want to thank my whole staff for having put together this whole show, because there's a lot that goes into the production of a virtual gala. It's like putting on a Broadway hit. And we're going to basically, hopefully you'll think this one is going to be the best one ever. So I can't say enough about my staff. Ms. Toni Jackson been working diligently. Mr. Brian Hertzock, all the people in the College of Business. So we just really want you to enjoy this program. We want you to tape it, because you're going to want to see it again and again.
keeping it real. The Gala on the Bluff.
Wow. The Human Jukebox really did a great job.
I know, it was wonderful. It
Right.
was really great. But you know what, Don? We need to take a minute and give credit where credit is due. Because of COVID the way it is, we have what we have. But we still have to take the time and thank the people that make this event possible. And I'm so appreciative to individuals that have been giving year after year after year, because that's what put those students through school.
And as
Some
I
of
said
them.
before, people really responded.
Yeah, on top. You mentioned about Mr. Leon Vaudry and, of course, his brother Warren Vaudry. They're my home people from originally from the Perky Parish area, but they give us real good each year to help the students. And of course,
Like
Mr.
$20,000.
Yeah, I call that pretty good. That's wonderful. Mr. Greg Baranco and his wife Juanita with the Mercedes dealership in Covington. I'm just appalled that every year they come in, they bring the money. It's great. Thank you. Toni and Tina Williams, they've become such good friends of ours.
Right, with Global Resource Solutions.
Yeah, we even call each other sisters, and they come through with that money each time, and we're so appreciative. Of course, Jerry Lane with the GMC, Mr. Cedric Patton and his group.
Yeah, we can't say enough about Mr. Patton.
Yeah, wonderful. Square Legacy Group. I think they're the first ones each year.
Every year.
Mr. Arthur Signata, Boeing, Entergy, GAA Manufacturing, and of course, my good friend, Miss Lacey Bayhath with Lacey Bayhath and Associates, ExxonMobil, Dr. Charlie Bridges, Guarantee Media, my cousin Alexis Prevost and her husband Clint Anderson, the Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport, Haven Gateway, our good friends. Every year they come in at an excellent level. Texas Instruments, our mayor, Sharon Weston Broom, Ned Scott and the group from Associate Grocers.
Yeah.
Visit Baton Rouge, David Anderson, with also Mr. Attorney John Pierre and his wife Annette.
Chancellor Pierre.
Chancellor Pierre, that's right. Southern University Law Center, McDonald's Denver Airport, Associated Grocers, our good friend Miss Ella Collins and her husband, George and Shirley Rogers, the Drogs Medical Group, Dr. Kelly and his wife, Eric Porter with ComNet, the Belle of Baton Rouge, Southern University Business and Industry Cluster, Film Access Academy, State Representative Denise Marcel, and Cumulus Media. Thanks to all of you for making this possible. We appreciate your contribution. We look forward to seeing you more and more and contributing each year.
And there's opportunities for you to still give. I mean, it's not too late. We'll be accepting funds all the way up to December 31st, so you can more or less claim this as a tax deduction for this year. And so the sponsorships are critical in terms of what we can do to change the lives of our students. You are having a great impact on our students. You may not realize this, but some students only need a little encouragement from you in the recognition that they receive when they receive the Gala on the Bluff scholarship. Other students in the college realize that this student is a Gala on the Bluff scholar, and they give them a lot of respect, and they really appreciate all the dollars that they're receiving from you on an annual basis. We couldn't do this without you, so we salute you, sponsors, and we want you to be with us for this year and for each and every year in the future. We want this gala to live on, whether it be live or whether it be virtual. And so we really thank you. And this is the signature event for the College of Business. I do want to salute a group of individuals on our advisory council. Our College of Business Advisory Council has started a program called the Committee of 150. And they have come through for us this year beyond our expectations. These are individuals that have committed to give $1,000 per year for 5 years. And so now that number, it used to be the Committee of 100. Now it's the committee of 150. So you too can join. I'm hoping that we can call this the committee of 200. Next year, we'll have 200 people that have pledged to give $1,000 per year each and every year. So this is a great opportunity. I feel so great tonight in terms of what people have done and what people are committed to do. It makes me more or less able to stand before my students and say that you have a great opportunity in the College of Business to go out and do great things and be successful. And then some of our students are saying they want to pay it forward. That is, the scholarship dollars they receive, they want to go out once they receive their jobs and are employed, they want to give back to the College of Business so that others can continue more or less this whole cycle of giving and receiving. And so we can move forward in terms of great things in the College of Business. And Agnes, I can't say enough about what you're doing in terms of heading the scholarship committee, in terms of the sponsorship committee, in terms of reaching out into the community to all the people that you've been able to contact for this program.
I'm just thinking also about Reverend James Brown and his wife, all of the work and effort that they put forth in making this event so successful. They were with us from the beginning. I think back on Lewis Henry and his wife Brenda. They just came in and said, if y'all want to do this, we're on board with you. Willie Anderson and that group, they have just stepped back. Students that were in college back as far as when we were there, and students that are like these young people now that are paying forward and helping to assist students, even sometimes students that are in school along with them, to be able to maybe buy extra books, may need something for an interview. Is just so good. It just makes such a good situation available. It's a scholarship fundraiser. It's tax deductible. It's things that you can do to continue to make our university great. And our administrators are so appreciative for all that we do to make this possible. And I want to kind of thank you, Don. You put a lot of effort in this, too. I'm so proud of the work that you've done with the College of Business and keeping everything so well intact. I'm really happy to know that.
Well, you know, Square Legacy Group always sends in their contributions at the first ones on the list, and so we can always look forward to that. And so that's always something that I'm grateful for. And so all of the major sponsors, thank you again for a job well done.
And you know what? I'm standing here realizing we did not thank my daughter. Our daughter, Naya, she was the sponsor.
Right.
She's been sponsoring with us as a student. She's, of course, graduated and is in business now as well. But she was the sponsor, and I apologize for not remembering to recognize and appreciate her for all of her hard work and being a sponsor and encouraging other young students. They've got a young students group to contribute to the Gala on the Bluff and to the College of Business.
Oh, we're going to have our walk down memory lane.
Yes. That's going
to be great. I mean,
Yes.
We're going to go back and see what we did in the galas in the past. So you're going to really enjoy this.
Moments that we share, special times alone, just don't ever change. 'Cause I'm so
Let's go.
into you. Hey. I know that you're by my side. I know everything's alright. I know that you really care. To know you love me for me, it sure feels good.
The rhythm feels good to you, baby.
Let me hear you say. If the rhythm feels good to you, baby, let me hear you say.
If the rhythm feels good to you, let me hear you say.
If the rhythm feels good to you, baby, let me hear you say.
Hey.
Now last night was so fun, loving one-on-one. I was holding you so tight. What? Now I just might make you my. Know that you're fine. Know everything's alright. Know that you really rhythm feels good to you, baby, let me hear you say. If the rhythm feels good to you, baby, let me hear you say. If the rhythm feels good to you, baby, let me take it away. Take it back. Hey, take it to church. All right, check it out.
Mellow, quite a nice fellow. That 3T hit a rhyme a cappella. They had the rhythm and I had the rhyme. So then I had it back one more time. It worked out and then they worked it in and said, Tony, Tony, Tony. Whoa! Now I ain't gonna lie, I'm a child of the 70s. At the count of 4, I wanna see everybody on the floor jumping up. Let's work it out. 1, jump up and down with us. Dance to the music. Hey. Dance to the music. Ah. Dance to the music. Dance to the music. Ah, 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 hey, ha, ah, ah, yeah, yeah, ah, ah. Here we go now. Feel it all in my feet. I feel it all in my feet. Feel it all in my bones. Feel it all in my bones. Feel it all in my heart. Feel it all in my soul. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Yeah, yeah. Woo! It feels good. Yeah. It feels good, good, good. What's up, y'all? Feels good. Yeah. Get a drummer some. Hey. Where my party people at? Hey. Yeah.
It's the 18th annual College of Business Gala on the Bluff Scholarship Fundraiser.
So what's next, Don?
We're going to go to our student testimonials. We have some video clips from our students, and these are really, really great students that are going to talk about how the Gala Scholarship, Gala on the Bluff Scholarship, has really impacted and changed their lives. We have freshmen, we have sophomores, we have some seniors, and it's really going to be a great, great segment. So really, really pay attention. This is a great segment.
I am Melvin Emery III, an accounting and finance major in the College of Business. This past summer, I actually had the opportunity to intern at the ExxonMobil Corporation, and I can definitely say that the College of Business prepared me to succeed in that internship. With all of the courses that we take, courses like the professional development and business communication, as well as the Excel training courses that we take, I can definitely say I use portions, each and every portion of everything we learned in those courses in my internship. In preparation for my final presentation on my internship, I was able to pull back some of those notes and some of those memories from business communication and professional development and incorporate it into my final presentation. So I'm very grateful that the College of Business was able to prepare me for opportunities like that one.
My name is Tamikia Terez-Stroud. I am a senior from Donaldsonville, Louisiana, and I am a senior at Southern University, double majoring in finance and English. I began my matriculation here at Southern University in fall of 2017, and I'm also a fourth generation Jaguar. So my mother went here, my grandfather went here, my grandmother as well. And as soon as I got to the College of Business, so many opportunities were available to me, including scholarships, so that my matriculation through Southern University would be fully funded and that I could have a wonderful time here without having to worry about any financial insecurities. So the Gala on the Bluff scholarship was open to me at one of my first actual attendances on the university, and I was just welcomed with open arms.
My name is Christopher Howard. I'm studying marketing at the College of Business with a concentration in professional sales. I guess the most obvious positive thing is receiving the Gala on the Bluff scholarship. It has allowed me the freedom to study and focus on my education without having to worry about different expenses. I actually lost my job after sophomore year, and I didn't know what I was going to do, but thankfully I had scholarships to supply that missing income. So I have been able to focus on education.
My name is Jordan DeBose. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm a freshman majoring in business administration at the Southern University A&M College. I've been learning the different positions of management, how to connect with your customers and employees on a one-on-one level. Very basic, but I feel like it will be a great building block for once I actually do enter the College of Business.
My name is Martel Fano, and I'm from Zachary, Louisiana. It's about 20 minutes north of Baton Rouge. My experience so far has been quite thrilling. I'm a student athlete at Southern University. I play football, and with that being said, I thought it was going to be tough coming in as a freshman, playing football and trying to stay on top of academics. Coming in as a freshman to Southern University, I was able to get in contact with a lot of professors who actually helped me transition from playing high school sports and also attending classes to playing college sports and attending classes. I've had the chance to meet my dean on multiple occasions, and I've also had time to connect with peers and their ideas on what business means.
Hello, my name is Kevin Taylor Joel II. I am a junior finance major, computer science minor from Houston, Texas. I can honestly say that my experience at Southern University's College of Business has been great. Coming in and knowing that I wanted to go into finance, wasn't sure what I wanted to do with finance, but I just knew that that was going to be my career path.
So my experience with the Gala on the Bluff Scholarship has been nothing less of phenomenal. With the Gala on the Bluff Scholarship, it has allowed me to move through my matriculation seamlessly and not take out any loans, unnecessary loans that without the scholarship I otherwise couldn't have gotten through my matriculation.
So when I first heard that I was going to be one of the recipients for the Gala on the Bluff Scholarship, I was ecstatic because honestly, going through college is one of the toughest times of your life because you have so many other responsibilities that you have to take care of when it comes to life, when it comes if you have to have a job. But hearing that I could receive the Gala on the Bluff scholarship meant that I would a load was being taken off my shoulders. I was going to be able to not just be a student and maybe have to have another job at the same time, but I could be anything that I wanted on Southern University's campus. I could be a student, I could be a Golden Blue, I can be I can participate in other extracurriculars and actually fully enjoy my experience on Southern University's campus.
I found out about the scholarship before I even came to Southern University. I was actually contacted by an organization called Top Jags, and I didn't know what college I was going to go to. I was thinking about Xavier University over Southern, but once I got in contact with this organization, they told me about the different things that the College of Business had. One of them was a scholarship, and it really pulled me to want to go to Southern University.
I heard about the Gala on the Bluff Scholarship through Top Jags at a meeting about a month ago, and they recommended for all of us to apply for it. And I also heard about it at a HBCU Fest back in Houston from an alumni who highly encouraged the scholarship.
I received my scholarship when I was a freshman, and it helped a lot. I did mention that I was a student athlete. I was not on a full scholarship. It actually paid for half of my tuition. So getting the Gala on the Bluff scholarship helped me and my parents out on paying to further my education.
Coming to Southern and being exposed and talking to also Dean Andrews and Dr. Ray, who also told me what the College of Business has to offer. And being that I've been at Southern for 3 years, I can actually say that that it's been very beneficial in my career path and what I want to do. I know that this past summer I had interned with JP Morgan.
So the exclusivity portion of the Gala on the Bluff scholarship definitely stands out to me. I was so proud to see that the College of Business values its students so much so that they created a scholarship specifically for College of Business students. No other student on Southern University's campus gets this scholarship, and I'm very grateful for that.
Thank you so much to the Gala on the Bluff sponsors. I truly appreciate everything that you have done for me and all the other students here at Southern University's campus. With the funds that you have provided us, it has taken a huge financial burden off my shoulder, and I have been able to truly experience a Southern University lifestyle, dive in completely, and really understand myself as a student and as a professional.
I remember the exact moment. We were at Mr. Jackson's house, one of the coordinators for the Top Jacks program, and Dean Andrews was actually there. I don't know if you remember this or not, but we were sitting on his couch, and he told us, he said, "We're going to give you a scholarship to go to Southern University. It's going to be with the College of Business. Here's the dean. You want to take a picture?" I was like, "Yeah, of course I do." So we took the picture. They showed me that it was going to be $1,000 each semester, and I was just so happy. I was excited because I saw that they were willing to invest inside of me, invest in my education. So I felt connected to the university in that moment. And then the dean himself came to me, not a professor or anybody. So it was more personal.
Once I found out that I received the scholarship, the first thing I did was call my mother. She was extremely happy for me. She cried actually a little bit. And it felt amazing to know that I could lessen her load as a single mother, putting her child through college. And I will continue to apply for more scholarships just so I can prove that I am capable and I am worth the investment to push through for these next 4 years.
I'm grateful to not only my professors, but also my peers, because at the end of the day, I am competing against them. And getting this scholarship is, I'm knowing that I'm getting closer to the end goal, which is graduation.
My parents always taught me, it's really not about who you know, it's about, who knows you. So actually stepping out and making sure that my professors know me for one, and also that the dean knows me as well, and also all the other staff who's in the College of Business, that they at least know who I am, or at least know my face. And just interacting with them has been great. And also, going to them, whether I have any concerns or just wanting to see how they are, and just telling them what I've had going on in my life.
I would like to say thank you to all the donors and everyone that worked on pulling the scholarship funds and the whole scholarship, the Gala on the Bluff scholarship and event together and making it a success for all of the students.
What I would say is thank you for spending your hard-earned money on somebody that you don't even know, in hopes that that person will forward the vision that we all have for our community. Because when I look at the College of Business, when I look at Southern, it's not just a school. It's really somebody's dream that has become something bigger, that has allowed students that probably wouldn't otherwise go to school or get this opportunity, being in front of Fortune 500 companies. You've given us that opportunity, so I just want to thank you for believing in us.
The scholarship will teach me not to close myself out from many doors that I might be able to push myself through because of money.
Expressing gratitude, I would say thank you, of course, shake their hand, and let them know that this money is not going to waste. It's actually going to be put to good use, and let them know of my future plans. So, sponsors, thank you for the opportunity that you're giving me to finish my education, and also to eventually pass the CPA exam, pass the CFA exam, get my Series 7 license, and to help other people like me who are trying to get through school.
I would like to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to all the donors of the Gala on the Bluff Scholarship.
It is very important to donate and give back to the colleges from which they come or which they completed their matriculation. So much so because it allows those students that were once in their position to have some encouragement to push through and to strive through so that they can graduate and give back to the university that they are matriculating.
With the scholarship, I'm able to believe in myself a bit more, because this has shown me that there are people who don't even know me this well other than what I've told them about myself. that they believe in me enough to invest in me.
I did get a chance to intern at JP Morgan under their Advanced Black Pathways program. The program consisted of 70 plus HBCU and PWI students, African Americans, male and female from all over the country. I know that I actually was the only student from Southern to get accepted, into the program.
I know I'm just a freshman, and I know I have a very long way to go, but I am willing to work to prove that I am worth putting your money into, and I will one day make you proud.
All right, we still here. It's been a great night. As I said, this is going to be the best one ever. What we got next?
Well, we're gonna do as usual. We're gonna go on and do some sponsors interviews.
I am Lacey Beheth, broker and owner of Lacey Beheth and Associates, a real estate sales and a property management company. I am also the vice chair of the Real Estate Commission, hoping one day to be chair, still working on that. And I am also Louisiana Realtors Board of Director for the state. I have seen the gala itself as an event just blow up. Not just blow up, but there is media, Hertzock Entertainment. There is the party with a purpose. There are the students who benefit.
Sherrod Davidson, Jerry Lane Buick, GMC Enterprises. Gala on the Bluff, it's a great opportunity to expose not only the enterprise, but also give back to the community. We're strong advocates in supporting the historically black colleges and universities around the area. Just want to show that we do support our community.
My name is Ernest Beecham. I'm a 1980 graduate of Southern University out of the Department of Agriculture. And Andrew and his beautiful wife, Miss Agnes, over the past several years. I like the scientific and leadership development that they bring to the College of Business. They invite business leaders who are true active leaders within their jobs to come and share their experience with the kids.
My name is Eric Rogers. I work for the Advocate. Yeah, we've been a sponsor for 18 years. Right now, the Advocate is in the process of equality, recruiting young black men from black colleges. And, they are proud and, sponsor of the Gala and what the Gala does for the community.
Judy Martin Davis, Permanence Lady Jaguar, Southern University, and I'm just excited to be a part of the Gala on the Bluff, the party with a purpose. For 18 years, I have been honored to be a part of the committee, assisting with preparation and just party planning.
I'm Naya Andrews. I'm a business owner in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I have one of the newest Allstate locations in Baton Rouge. We are located on Florida Boulevard. We are the second location of the Andrews Allstate Insurance, and we are just happy to service our community as well as our state of Louisiana. I am a fellow graduate of the Southern University College of Business. The Gala on the Bluff has a near and dear place in my heart. It has funded me for a lot of different programs through my matriculation at Southern University.
Well, my name is Mike Reed with ServPro here in Livingston Parish, and we're a proud supporter of Southern, and our company and what we do is we help people in time of need.
I have actually seen students who went through the College of Business, benefited from what the Gala offers, and everything that is offered to the businesses from sponsorships, and come back later as a client of mine, that people's funds are being put to use the way that they should be.
As an enterprise, you have a lot of people and clientele that come into the dealership that also allow you to retain their business, and there's a bunch of different people from different backgrounds, and so giving us the opportunity to give back and sponsor and also donate a nominal fund, just the least that we can do to show our appreciation.
I enjoy the sense of maturity when I talk to Dean Andrews students. about how hungry they are to get out into the professional world and to make their mark and to get their achievements and rewards in life.
I am just so excited about what we're doing virtually. We are on board Guarantee Media, and myself, Lynn Foster, and our crew over there at Guarantee Media, we are really excited about what's going on with the College of Business.
One of the most momentous times that I had at Southern was when I was able to travel abroad for the amount of 3 to 4 months across seas in London. We were able to study at the King's College, which is very pristine, and we were able to see the world from our own point of view, and we're able to see that it's not just as small as our mind in our own community, but to think worldwide and internationally.
Unfortunately, things happen, whether it be pipe breaks from homes, from grease fires to hurricanes, landslides in California, hurricanes here in the South, whatever the case may be. SERPRO for 52 years have been stepping in and helping communities really just to get their feet back on the ground. And so that's what we do.
The gala being virtual this year, it's a new twist on everything. I think you can see the gala from and the funds from the use of funds per se. You're gonna see more of just the behind the scenes, I think. And I think people need to see that.
We're big on supporting those who support us. So I mean, as far as it goes to families, communities, if I have a customer that's a parent, I assume that their kids are gonna come to the dealership and do business as well. Their grandparents, their cousins, their aunts, and uncles. So we're a big family-oriented organization. So once we have one part of the family, we want the whole piece.
I would advise anyone, do like I do. If you can't do no more than $25 a year, if you can get 125 people to do $25 a year, you're still performing better than not giving nothing at all.
I was able to go on that study abroad by being funded through the Gala on the Bluff Scholarship Foundation. We were able to send students from Southern University, myself included, for the 100K China Summit. That is an initiation that was started by Hillary Clinton to get 100,000 students, American students, to travel abroad to China, since it's such a booming industry and economy, to go there and study it from a first person's point of view.
I think people need to understand how this is helping. I think people need to understand that these are real people and real companies, small businesses, large businesses, putting their money where their mouth is.
Really brings us back is the fact that we are doing so many wonderful things with the College of Business. We are making a difference with our dollars. And I had to let everybody know that it's no way in the world, after almost 2 decades of making a difference, we just got to put this pandemic down and go another further.
So without having the Gala on the Bluff Scholarship Foundation, it would have been very, very difficult for me to be able to do these trips, still be a student, and also get accredited classes by attending these international study programs. So I definitely see the value in the Gala on the Bluff.
So I'm excited really to be part of something that really makes an impact on our community as well as our state and our country, to get their feet back on the ground. And I'm just excited that, God's blessed me with an opportunity to do that.
I'll tell you what, this virtual experience is real good. This is going to open up some new avenues that we'd be able to communicate with students. You take myself, for example, my age is 62. I'm an environmental engineer, scientist, a chemist, a biologist. I have 16 engineering certifications while working for the United States Department of Defense. There's a lot of information that I can share with these young people about the reality out there in the real world and what you have to prepare yourself in college to face these challenges. So this is going to open up a lot of avenues, not only to talk to one person like you and I are discussing, but God heaven knows how many students we can speak at one time and help them.
In continuing our efforts to take this thing to higher heights, deeper depths, and wider width in education for our students. We love them, and we want them to be the best him, her that they can be. So how can we do that? By continuing to support them, not just prayerfully, but financially.
The College of Business, Hertzock Entertainment, all of the people who donate money have found a way to not just get funds from you, but to give back to you with advertising your business, with having interviews with you, with showcasing you in different lights, and people can see you also as a person and not just seeing just what the funds are doing, but they can see what you are doing as a person, as a business, as a small business, as a big business. You are propelled as well.
Gerard Davis and Jerry Lane Buick GMC Enterprises. Come see us for all your vehicle and service needs. If there's anything that we can do for you outside of that, feel free to contact us. We do sponsorship throughout the community as well.
I have 3 kids that went to Southern, and we are proud that they graduate, and they are helping out with the Gala too, and doing wonderful things in the world.
1, 2, 3, join me and our group here at Guarantee Broadcasting, where dollars make a difference. Go Jag!
I also want to challenge all of my, my generation, especially new business owners like myself and other graduates of the College of Business who may be in corporate America or may be a small business owner, to just reach out and also donate what you can to make sure that these programs are able to continue, able to sponsor students, and able for them to see what the world has for them, not just beyond the university, but also representing the university as well.
So I guess we'll go ahead on now at this point and recognize the honorees.
Okay, this is a great segment of the program where we recognize individuals who have made great contributions to the community. So we have our honorees. We have some videos that have been brought to us, and we're going to roll them at this time.
I'm Doris Brown, and I was excited to have received the email stating that I was an honoree for the SU Gala on the Bluff. I am the Public Health Executive Director for the Department of Health in the hospitals, but most importantly, I'm the President of Top Ladies of Distinction Incorporated, which is a service organization. Top Ladies of Distinction is a national organization that focuses in 5 major areas to work with the status of women. How do we improve the outcomes of our women in the community? But our number 1 thrust is Top Teens of America. And how do we prepare our teens for leadership opportunities now and in the future? We also work extensively with the senior citizens, as well as partner with organizations and institutions such as Southern University School of Business. I have been a registered nurse for 45 years, believe it or not. I grew up in Northeast Louisiana, and as a young child, I spent a lot of time with my godmother, who had a friend that was a nurse, who did home visits in the rural communities outside of Monroe. And I would go with her. And at that time, I realized that is what I wanted to be and what I wanted to do. COVID-19 is not fake. It is real. We are in a real-life pandemic. Believe it or not, it has impacted over 6 million people in the United States and 218,000 deaths. As an individual, we all have responsibilities, not just to protect ourselves, but others in the community by social distancing, by wearing a mask if we're out, by not being major gatherings, stay away from major gatherings. If you're sick, stay home, see your medical provider, and wash your hands frequently. So COVID-19 is no joke. It is serious. And as a public health executive director, this is one of the things we stress every day. We work with our schools, with others in the community to educate them about the seriousness of this pandemic. As a recipient, Community Service Award to support Southern University School of Business, College of Business, it is and has been a stabilizing force of our community. They give back to our students and they provide growth holistically. And SU, College of Business, is building our future CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. And I am a proud mom of a graduate of Southern University School of Business. So please support SU School of Business.
First and foremost, I would like to thank God for this opportunity that has been afforded to me. Thank Dean Andrews, the College of Business, Gala on the Bluff, Hertzock Studios, and everyone who has a part in this particular venture. My name is Beatrice Armstrong Johnson. I am the Executive Assistant to the Executive Chancellor of Academic Affairs at Southern University, Baton Rouge. Sadie is my sister. She is and was a very special person in my life. We lived in the same neighborhood. Matter of fact, there is one house that was between her house and my house. So we saw each other on a daily basis. We are originally natives of Woodville, Mississippi, and we continued our education in Faraday, Louisiana at Sevier High School. And once Sadie left home and moved to Baton Rouge, and eventually most of us did move to Baton Rouge. Sadie was very inspirational in all of our lives. By profession, she was a respiratory therapist, so she was the medical person in our family. She always was there when anyone got sick. Her passion and her love for caring for people, especially those who were medically enabled, really helped our family in all of our medical issues. Once she left the profession of being a medical care therapist, she became interested. From that point on, there was no stopping her in her venture for educating people about their history. She had made several trips to Africa because that was one of her passions. So while attending the New St. Luke Baptist Church, she decided that she would start a venture of helping everyone to learn about their history. So there was a lady in the church named Odell S. Williams, who was an educator in Baton Rouge, that had given her quite a bit of information and materials. So she decided that she would put those things on display in the church, and from there the idea grew and grew. The pastor, who was my deceased brother, Reverend Joseph Armstrong, gave her a small house that was on the church property, and there she set up everything and began the name of Odell S. Williams, now and then African American Museum, which is currently named Baton Rouge African American Museum. The mission of the museum was to educate all people about the African contributions to the world and to the American society. So what we need especially to keep this going is your time, your talent, and your finances. Gala on the Bluff is a very important activity in the College of Business and Southern University. The students benefit greatly by way of scholarships for the College of Business. We always want to participate in those type of activities so that our students may be able to benefit and to ensure that they have the necessary funds to complete their degree in the College of Business.
And we cannot say thank you enough to the people that we're honoring tonight. Our honorees that continue to give, and to give of themselves more and more to the community. I'd like to recognize Miss Carol Powell Lexing and Miss Beatrice Armstrong, the sister of Sadie Roberts Joseph.
We also are recognizing tonight Representative Ted James, and we're also recognizing Mrs. Doris Brown with the Ladies of Distinction. And so we really want to honor these individuals for their outstanding contributions.
Carol Powell Lexi, and I'm a native of Monroe, Louisiana, and professional-wise, I'm an attorney. I'm a civil rights attorney and a human rights attorney. I have been an attorney for almost 30 years now. I am so excited to be honored with this particular event. The excitement is that we're doing a fundraiser, a worthwhile event. It's a party with the purpose, and the purpose is helping students. I'm excited and honored to be a part of this party with the purpose, and the purpose is to provide scholarships to students to make the load a little lighter for them so that they can concentrate on achieving their goals. And I like to thank Dr. Andrews and Sister Agnes Andrews for their phenomenal job of each year of putting on this event, because it truly makes a difference in a child's or in a student's life, because the foundation of what I do is based on a commitment to service. And this is a worthwhile event. And the service that Gala on the Bluff, you can party and still fulfill the purpose. Being a part of this just falls right in line in what I do, because giving is a part of God has instructed me to do. And I always say, give and it shall be given back. And that's my motto and what I believe in, because that is the word of God, and that word is true. It provides finances to students. It makes the load a little lighter for them to be able to concentrate on their goals of getting out of school and becoming some of the best global leaders in the business world. And so for that, I'm excited to be a part of it. I am just humble and just thankful to be an honoree. A party with a purpose in light of this pandemic. They have demonstrated that the party must go on because it is for a worthwhile event, and that event is making sure that students have the necessary financial tools that they need in order to go forth in this country or in this world to be the best global leaders that they possibly can be. And for that, I'm excited. But I do want to thank Dr. Andrews and his lovely wife, Sister Andrews, who do a phenomenal job each year with putting on this worthwhile event.
Ted James. I have the honor of serving as state representative for District 101 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. You know, my Southern story started before I entered the world. My parents actually met outside the Southern University Law Center. So I always brag to people that Southern University chose me. There was never any doubt. Scholarships from multiple universities all across the country, but my heart was always with Southern University. The College of Business, I talk a lot about my village, and the College of Business is indeed my village, as well as the Southern University Law Center. So I take my Southern pride with me everywhere I go. The Gala on the Bluff Scholarship is so vitally important for so many Southern University students. I know from experience that the pursuit of a college education, for but it's too often stalled because of financial reasons. This scholarship and the supporters of the College of Business provide an opportunity for students to accomplish all of the things that they are empowered to do by the College of Business. And when I say empowered, the professors, the dean, the alums, the supporters actually pour into students. Without the support that this gala brings, many of those students couldn't pursue those dreams for no reason outside of lack of financial support. So the scholarship is vitally important to the future of not just those individual families, but the entire Southern family. The COVID-19 experience for me is one of confusion, and people really ask me why I look at it that way. I know that there are some people that recover from COVID-19, but I survived COVID-19. And when I look at the issue of how it's negatively impacted African Americans, I have been confused because I think about my personal experience, but then I think about the experience and the responsibility that I have as Representative James. For me, I didn't want people outside of my family to know what I was going through. And the ironic thing that happened, my dad, he kept telling me, you need to tell your constituents. And I said, well, my health is personal, right? I sacrifice so much, but my health is personal. And then my dad and my pastor and even the nurse, who I didn't know was a Southern University graduate, he kept reminding me of my responsibility to share my experience. Because at the time, we didn't understand that this was a virus that would impact somebody young, somebody relatively healthy. So for me, it was confusing as I sat in that hospital bed for 5 days, concerned about whether or not I was going to see my daughter again, and trying to reconcile that with my responsibility to the community. Now, I'll tell you that, number one, we have to take it serious. Number two, we can't rely on what we're hearing in the news. We can't rely on certain studies. We have to rely on the facts. And the facts are, this virus has negatively impacted Black people. So we have to always be responsible. We have to limit interactions with people. We have to practice social distancing. We have to wash our hands, and we have to protect those vulnerable citizens. The problem is African Americans are the ones that are essential workers. So we have to be out there in the community to provide for our families. And there are way too many people that aren't thinking about the essential worker. As a legislator, we have done so much to protect the business interests and not enough to protect the human interests. So for our community, we have to recognize that while we do have to provide for each other, we have to make sure that we are making each other safe. As I think about the Gala on the Bluff scholarship, I know that we are going to have to beef up technology in this new age of virtual education. So your support is vital in making sure that students can thrive, our professors can thrive, and the College of Business can thrive in a new age where technology is now the norm. So your support for this gala is more important than ever, because we know that the beauty of Southern University, we offer an educational opportunity to those right out of high school, those that have been in some type of trade and are coming back, and some that are even more senior that are coming back to reclaim that goal that they had to receive a college education. So we have to make sure that we are protecting our vulnerable population by increasing technology. I would love to see the days of norm return, where I could go back to Southern University at homecoming and walk on campus. And I've had the benefit to serve as an adjunct professor in the College of Business. And for me, I look forward to that human interaction with the students again. But until it's safe for us to do it, we have to make sure that we're supporting our beloved university so that we can continue to respond, not just with technology, but we also have to have the PPE to make sure that those folks at our institution are protected.
And now we're going to move back down memory lane, a blast from the past. These are some of the major entertainers that we've had at galas in the past.
Dennis Edwards was a member of the legendary Motown group, The Temptations. He was the lead singer, and he is a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's a multiple Grammy Award winner and one of the most talented vocalists of our generation.
Gala on the Bluff.
Of course, there would be no way that we could educate young people the way that we have without contributions from sponsors. And I want to thank the top sponsors again and again. I also want to thank the host committee for working so diligently with helping get this event put together. In addition, we have other persons that contribute, and please allow me the opportunity to mention their names. It would be the Southern University System Foundation, Top Ladies of Distinction, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Museta, Tony Seafood, Rosalind Campbell, Allstate Insurance, Nunzamos Fashion, Mr. and Miss Ernest Beecham, Mike Reeves with Serve Pro, Ben Jeffers, Petroleum Service Corporation, Dr. Pamela Ravar Jones, Ms. Ann Smith, Pastor Ralph Moore Sr. and Victory and Power Ministries, Parker Pharmacy, CC's Coffee at Port Allen, Attorney Paula Clayton, Frank Obie Pest Control, Hubbard Mansion, Bed and Breakfast out of New Orleans, Deidre Nelson, Andre Ferguson, and Muse Company Airbnb.
And we also have some special individuals who year in and year out contribute to the College of Business, not only financially but through their service. I want to recognize Ms. Sharon Hill, who is the interim chair of the College of Business Advisory Council. Also, Mr. George Rogers, who is ex officio chair of that committee. Also want to recognize Mr. James Brown, who basically originally started the Committee of 100 in terms of the giving program. Also, Mr. B.J. Rogers, who is the chair of the MBA Board of National Advisors. And also want to recognize all of the individuals in terms of the staff in the College of Business that have contributed to this event tonight. So thank you very much.
And please allow me the chance to recognize my staff with Agnes Andrews Allstate Insurance. They work so diligently, working whenever we need to work to put together packets, to call mail out, or whatever is necessary to get the sponsorship dollars in. I want to say thank you so very much.
So now I think we're going to go back to some of the great entertainment that we have for the night's program. Okay, Agnes, what do we have next?
More sponsors interviews.
Very good.
Great.
Deborah Keller with Cumulus Media. Proud to be a part of the Cumulus Media into my 38th year. Boy, how time flies when you're having fun. And so honored to be a sponsor of the Southern University College of Business Gala on the Bluff this year. I think this is about the 18th year, and I think we've been on board since conception. And boy, how time flies when you're having fun. I just think we have a duty and honor to help others, because when God told us to love our neighbor, he wasn't just talking about the person next door. He was talking about people around the world.
This is Jeff with SERPRO of South Baton Rouge. We're excited to be on this for such a great cause. We at SERPRO of South Baton Rouge believe it's very important to invest in the people in our community, especially the ones that are trying to gain a college degree, and also to be able to give back to some of the people in our community.
Frank with Franco's Pest Control. We specialize in general pest control, termite control, bedbug control, as well as rodent control. And this is my lovely wife, Anna Obi.
That's me, Anna Obi. Hello, everybody.
And she specializes in assisting me.
Yes. I think that when we do virtually, we can reach out more people because people from all over the world can log in and be a part of the Gala on the Bluff this year, So it's not just Baton Rouge, just Louisiana, friends in Brazil, friends in other states. It's a fantastic tool, and we are so glad to be a part of it. Thank you so much for including us in that.
Arthur James Signator, and I'm a 1973 accounting graduate from Southern University. I've always asked myself, where would I be if I hadn't chose Southern to educate me? Southern prepared me for the world. It prepared me to excel in corporate world as well as in society. And I'm truly grateful and thankful to have went to Southern.
Nomzamo Iyanu, and this is my husband, Baye Iyanu, and we are the co-owners of Nomzamo's Fashion Clothing. Our hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 5:30. And the motivation for us being here today is that we are proud sponsors of the Gala on the Bluff.
Gregory Baranko, and my role is I'm a supporter of Dean Andrews and Agnes Andrews and the Southern University College of Business. So the virtual technology, preparing students to be ready with the foundation to go out and meet the challenges of today's world, no matter what they are. We don't know what they are, but they're coming, and when they come just like this came, the College of Business adapted, and it's going to be a very successful event.
I'm Eric Porter, and I am the senior partner with ComNet LLC. The College of Business is business. I've always been intrigued with business since I was a little boy. I always wanted to have my own business. So College of Business afforded me that opportunity to work, being able to jump into entrepreneurship.
The young people, study hard, try and make good grades. There's no limit to what you can achieve. Your future is determined by what you do today.
Dr. Andrews, and of course his lovely wife, Agnes Andrews, and I consider her, to be a friend of mine. She's also a client of mine, not necessarily in that order. I've been knowing her probably for about 20 years, and it's just an honor, to do business with her, and, just a strong person of character who loves her community, who loves Southern University, and we just love her. We love the dean, and just an honor to be a part of anything that they do.
We understand that even more than ever, a college degree is going to open doors that could not be opened otherwise.
I was always told in business or in life, if you wanted to do better, you hang around people that's doing better than you. So I would have to contribute that to the dean again and Miss Agnes Andrews. We sit back and we watch them network, we watch them speak, we watch them help in the community, we watch them give in the community. So that it's a blessing for me to want to help bless others.
I'm one of those folks that was just very, very blessed. My family has been involved with Southern University from the very beginning. My grandfather helped convince the governor and the legislature to put Southern where it sits now. My uncle was a doctor on campus, and I was a student. So having that kind of background automatically, when I became involved with the College of Business, and that's where my degree is from, it just means so much for me to be able to give back consistently. So from the very beginning, after graduation, I continued the support of the College of Business and have increased that support through the years, and been fortunate enough to be invited to be involved with some really great people. The previous deans, but Dean Andrews, his faculty, Agnes and the family, the students. It's just been a great relationship, and I'm just glad to be able to consistently support the Southern University College of Business.
Do a lot of research, have some goals, first set goals, and make sure that your goals are realistic, and achievable.
The students in the College of Business, it's such, I guess you could say it's so important. Business, the business mind is such an important factor in things that we do and into the world. And just to have the College of Business, to have that open heart and able to not only educate them, but just to be a part of their lives on a personal level as well, because we need that.
We love to be able to give back to the community. The community's been very good to us, and we want to be able to give back to the community. I'd like to encourage other small businesses and large businesses just to get involved. You know, Southern University's right here in our backyard. It's an awesome college, turning out some great students that are doing amazing things in our world right now. And it's just awesome to be involved in such a benefit to raise money for tuitions for students to be able to help change our future.
And you see the fruit. You know, every little seed they plant, you see the fruit. You see all those kids graduating, coming back and sowing back in the community. Or you see all these kids graduating, going out there, becoming business owners or being successful in their careers and coming back and sowing their seed. So it is, you give and then they come back and they also water the soil over here. That is phenomenal. That's how we're going to strengthen our community.
And they bring people from the village.
Yes.
And to the viewers and supporters, there's no amount too small or too great to give back to Southern University. The ultimate responsibility of keeping the doors open at Southern rests with us. So I would like to say, keep giving and doing what you're doing, and try to support the university.
What we want to do is support African American schools and support HBCUs. And my husband graduated from Southern University, and we have children that one of our daughters has graduated from Southern University. So we support the school.
Number one, Southern provides an education not only of the head, but of the heart and the caring and the understanding that together we can do anything. And I was able to work in my during my tenure at Southern, so much so that I dropped out for a semester, but because of my the way I was raised, I knew I had to go back and get my degree. And but Southern builds the entire person, both male and female, and gets you ready for what comes out there. And so without Southern, not only would I be at a deficit, but all of the great individuals that have graduated in the past, the state of Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, what would it be without Southern?
I am a proponent of entrepreneurship. I think as African Americans, we all should have an entrepreneurship mentality.
And I just love Southern University, and I just love the dean and his heart for students and his heart for the university, his heart for the College of Business.
Speaking to any local businesses around or even businesses around the country, I just believe investing in the young kids that are investing in our future. So anything we can do to help promote a college degree, it's just that much more important, because it's not going to change their lives, it's going to change our lives.
Together strong, stick together with your community, and help one another, love one another, keep God first, love, live, and be happy.
Yeah, we just want to encourage everybody that have a business, or even if they don't have a business, but support the black schools, the HBCUs, because especially in this case where we're supporting directly the business college at the university. And like my wife said, I graduated from Southern myself in 1972 from the College of Business. And I have two brothers who also graduated from the College of Business. We all graduated in marketing, management, and accounting. And we support the whole idea of supporting black business as well as supporting HBCUs.
Support HBCUs.
I'm not a resident of Louisiana. Well, I guess I am. I got a business over in Covington, Louisiana, Mercedes-Benz of Covington. We opened that business, and the first year out the box, it was rated as one of the best run Mercedes-Benz dealerships in the country. And that is because of the kind of team that I was able to get put together, and the leadership knowing that they could be the very best.
I would encourage any business, just to give back to your local community and help support the young kids in here that are, they want to make a difference. They're going to be the next president of the United States, maybe. You never know what they're going to turn out to be.
Yes, and in such times like this, where we're doing everything virtually, step out. It's different. Some people are not comfortable. Ask for help. If you have a technical, if it's hard for you to do things, ask for help. But it's very important to connect. It's very important to keep giving. It's very important to keep reaching out and be engaged to strengthen our community. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we pay tribute tonight and additional recognition to Mr. Leon Foltry.
Michelle McCallum. I'm an author, former journalist, and now work in public relations and communications. And I have been the MC for Gala on the Bluff for the past 8 or 9 years. I took the assignment once Agnes asked me to do it, thinking it was 1 or 2 years, and now 9 years later, I'm still there. So it's been a lot of fun, and it's been great working with Gala on the Bluff and the Andrews and this wonderful event.
Bridget Webster, sometimes affectionately known as Dr. B, Dr. Bridget. I am so excited about this opportunity to be a part of the annual Gala on the Bluff with Southern University, the College of Business. This is so exciting for me. I have had the privilege and the opportunity of being a part of the host committee for the Gala on the Bluff for, I guess, the last 7, 8 years. I believe in the College of Business. I have seen what they have been doing with the students.
I am Star with Star Insurance Agency, and I just want to let you know that I am happy, glad, so excited to be on the host committee for the Gala on the Bluff 2020. This event has been going on. This is the 18th year, and it is so vitally important for our kids' scholarships. The kids are able to travel and get education and able to bring their ideas here. We need businesses, Black businesses in our community here in Louisiana.
Sharon Hill. I serve currently as the interim chair of Southern University's College of Business Advisory Council. In my real life, I have served many years as a human resources director, actually the vice president of human resources, chief people officer at AFLAC. And currently I am the human resources director for the Technical College System of Georgia, Southern Crescent Technical College campus. The message that I like to give is to give. For me, it's all about the students. Because understand, when I was going to Southern and I was on the yard back in the day, I can remember when during the summer academic terms, financial aid was not always available. So during that time, I would go and solicit assistance through the alumni. And miraculously, that money became available. Had it not been for that money, I don't know how I would have continued on with my education during the summer months. It probably would have taken me a whole lot longer.
My name is Germa Gebresus. I am the chair of the Department of Accounting, Finance, and Economics in the College of Business at Southern University, Baton Rouge. What comes to mind when I think about the Gala of the Bluff is that the benefit in terms of scholarship they offer to our students. To be honest, since I joined Southern University way back in 2002, I have been attending this Gala on the Bluff nonstop, and our students were benefiting, from this fundraising program.
Laquita Thomas. I'm the 19th National President for the Southern University Alumni Federation, as well as almost 27-year employee at Texas Instruments Incorporated in Dallas, Texas, and the former chair for the Business and Industry Cluster. And in all of these capacities and all of these different roles, I have the opportunity to support this wonderful gala on the Bluff.
On the Bluff has grown every year. I mean, we're selling out every year. I mean, the demand is more than the supply, for sure. It has become the signature event for homecoming. Everybody wants to come for the great food, the great entertainment, and the great people. We draw a wonderful crowd of alumni, friends, and supporters all over the country who look forward to this event.
They've afforded them opportunities to network not only nationally, but internationally. And I am so excited to be a part of this again this year in 2020.
So it's so vitally important for this event. I am so excited because Agnes spearheads this, her and Dr. Andrews, and it's an awesome idea. And I'm just inviting and encouraging everybody to just give.
So to be honest, I may say when I think about the Gala on the Bluff this year, for me as an individual, I enjoy, the company, the atmosphere, and also all the music and the dancing, all the social interaction. But because of the pandemic, you cannot do it. But I look at the big picture in terms of the contribution of this gala towards, education, because our students are benefiting from the scholarship.
There are a few things that really draw me to the Gala on the Bluff. The first is really the heart behind it and the inception behind it. It was done because we were trying to find ways, and the College of Business, professionals, administrators, the dean, all of those folks were trying to find a way to create scholarship opportunities for the students.
The host committee is responsible for going out and reaching out to our network, making sure that we are affording those businesses in our local community and in our united community around the country as well.
I always say it's a party with a purpose, and it's a big party for sure. But at the end of the night, we're giving back to Southern University, the institution that we love. So the hidden blessing in going virtual or the pandemic is that you can reach more people. So while we sold out physically, this year we won't have to sell out. Everybody can come. Everybody will have access to it across the nation, across the country, even out of the country. And so I think the virtual will give us an opportunity to reach people that maybe we haven't reached in the past. And so I think it's a blessing in disguise. And we hope that people will tune in. We hope that people will give to the scholarship fund and just support this wonderful, wonderful event.
And as you know, this time, scholarship is one of the things that our students need, especially at this critical time where they have some financial needs. And also on top of that, if we are going to recruit top students, we also need to have some scholarship.
And so I think it's just amazing and creative and awesome that Gala on the Bluff has been around as long as it's been around. I've been a part of it for many, many years. And so, you're actually able to see where the dollars are going. You can see the students and their excitement. So all of those things kind of rolled in together really make this a special event for me.
We need to give back. We need to remember the days when we were at Southern. Remember when someone helped us along. And I'm asking everyone that, remember those times. And it was because of that little bit of help that someone else gave us that brought us to where we are today. So my message to everyone is to give, and to give generously to our dear old Southern University.
We reach out to those businesses and we help to secure funding for scholarships for those students. And I look forward to hearing about more of what's going to be happening this year. And hopefully next year for 2021, we will be live and in person again.
I am a proud alumnus of Southern University, the Mass Comm department. I won't say what year because numbers aren't important, But I'm a very proud graduate, and I always tell people that Southern gave me a passport to the world. You know, it's just the girl who grew up in North Baton Rouge, the first in my family to go to college.
Because these kids need the education, and they're doing an excellent job over there with the education. So I'm just inspiring everyone to give to this event, because it's a great event, and it's a great opportunity, and it helps a lot of kids.
So the Gala on the Bluff is one of the fundraising programs that is helping us to raise funds and also to support our students, and on top of that also to attract top students to our programs. In my department, we offer 2 degree programs. One is in accounting and the other one is in finance. Our community, even at the state level and at the national level, we have a top accounting program. In fact, we also used to have a graduate program in accounting. We have a plan in the future to establish a graduate certificate in accounting. But I also want to stress that our accounting program is one of the high quality programs.
Well, so in closing, I'd just like to say congratulations and kudos to the College of Business. I am a STEM girl, true and true, but I am one of the biggest fans and biggest supporters of the College of Business. I completely support and honor what you're doing. I celebrate what you're doing. Thank you for being creative. Thank you for thinking outside of the box. Thank you for being go-getters and doing this all in the name of Southern University and creating that pathway and that landscape for our students to be successful. So go Jags.
And I'm just inspired by it myself. I'm an entrepreneur, and most of the kids, they get inspired when they see other people do. So I'm just encouraging everybody to give what they can give to this special event. 2020, Gala on the Bluff.
I always say that Southern gave me a passport to the world, and with that passport, I could compete with anybody. And that's what I tell people, that once you attend Southern, you're going to get what you need, and you're going to get what you need to be successful, because there are people like the Andrews who are giving back and making sure that we have what we need to move forward and be successful in the world and be able to give back. So I thank God every day that I was able to attend Southern University and set the tone for my family. My brothers and younger brother and younger sister actually graduated after me, and cousins, because I set the tone and was a model for them, role model for them. I thank God every day that Southern gave me what I need, and they chastised me when I needed to be, and they loved me and gave me hugs when I needed it. So it was definitely an integral part of my success I owe to Southern University. And so I try to give back and utilize these opportunities to give back as much as I can, because I can never give as much as Southern University has given to me.
James Edward Brown, Sr., and I am a retired accountant from Texaco Shell. I left the College of Business back in 1969 to integrate the workforce at Texaco. Spent 32 years there, left and went into the pastoral ministry full-time, pastor the church. And now I am retired, playing golf, fishing, and serving on the Southern University System Foundation Board of Trustees, where I coordinate fundraising efforts for Southern University. This is my wife, Betty Jean Haynes Brown from Waterproof, Louisiana. We've been married 50 years and a few months.
Hi, 70 graduate of the College of Business and Accounting. And as James said, I recently retired from Purdue A&M University College.
We have always been excited about giving back to Southern University. And for Betty and I, this is I celebrate, this is my 51st year graduating from Southern. Betty is celebrating 50. We have been members of the Southern University alumni for 50 years. And so upon receiving our degree, what we wanted to do was give back to this great institution of higher learning that God blessed and used as an instrument to get me personally off the plantation and get me out into the marketplace so that I could do greater things than my parents and my foreparents did. We are inspired because of what the College of Business have done for us. Not only what the College of Business has done for us, I also mentioned that I am a retired pastor, and I use biblical models for everything that mostly everything that I do in life. And one of the biblical principles is more blessed to give than it is to receive. And when you give, God promised us that he would give back to us, good measure, shaken together, pressed down and running over. And so it's just our nature. It's in our DNA to give back to Southern University, because we know that the funding is so greatly needed, because the state has cut funding. And so one of the low-hanging fruit places that we can get funds now is from the graduates and former students.
I was born and raised in Louisiana, lived on a farm. And so going to Southern University was just the best thing that I could have done in my life. And so it took me 3.5 years to matriculate to Southern and graduate, and have always been there to support and give back. And I think that that's the least that we can do, particularly when we remember from whence we have come.
Right. And also, Brian, when we get that degree from Southern University, we should become ambassadors for Southern University, because it is the alumni that give credence, not only to the university, to the College of Business. And when we go out into the marketplace and we are successful, either in the Fortune 500 companies or we are successful entrepreneurs, that give credibility to the College of Business, and it's an easy sell for us to recruit students and bring them back, and also raise money and funds to give them scholarships, because we are in competition to get high-performing students and average students like myself. My wife was a high-performing student, and I was just average, but we put our heads together, and the Lord has really blessed us to do great things to represent Southern University. But I want to, my inspiration is not only with Southern being in my DNA, but when I see Agnes Andrews and Dr. Don Andrews, who's Dean of the College of Business, and their commitment and all the energy they put into the College of Business, the students, the Gala on the Bluff, and unlike some other units at Southern University, they understand that the College of Business has to become a profit center. And so we have to go out and raise funds that the state won't give us, or the university might cut from us.
Both of our children did graduate from Southern, and I can say that they are doing very well. They received very good educations from there, and I don't think they had any second thoughts about having attended Southern.
Ladies and gentlemen, we pay tribute tonight and additional recognition. Senior Pastor Jesse Bilberry.
Well, this is the anniversary. This is 2020. In 1970, mostly all of the African American schools and the LILO was discontinued. What did we lose? In other words, it's been 50 years now since integration, since more or less the closing of most African American schools. What do you feel we have lost as a result of this particular closure?
Well, we lost an opportunity for our boys and girls to participate in these activities. And what we tried to do was encourage our young boys and girls to participate in that rally. But somehow or another, when we integrated and desegregated the schools, our black kids, young boys and girls, just sort of had a sort of withdrawn attitude. We lost an opportunity for our boys and girls to participate in these activities. High School Rally Association, which was sponsored by LSU. And what we tried to do was encourage our young boys and girls to participate in that rally. When we integrated and desegregated the schools, our black kids, young boys and girls, just sort of had a sort of withdrawn attitude. They just didn't participate.
Well, we appreciate you in terms of all the accomplishments that you've had. If you had to say something out there to individuals, to our students and other supporters of the College of Business Gala on the Bluff in terms of contributions to our scholarship fundraiser, could you say something about what you think the value of these scholarships are in terms of changing the lives of our students?
Oh, I think it's real valuable. I have been working with Head Major and Anna Jones, James Brown. I'm in constant contact with all of them, and I don't ever miss an opportunity when I have to say something positive about the university and the bridge that crossed me over the troubled waters.
Okay, well, we thank you very much for taking the time out of your schedule. I know that you have a lot of things that you're involved in, and we look forward to seeing you physically at the Gala on the Bluff when we more or less are able to have that particular program. So we really thank you for taking all of the time to make this interview possible.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is George Rogers. I'm originally from Plaquemine, Louisiana. I'm one of 12 kids, and I was the first in my family to attend college. I graduated from Southern University College of Business in 1969 with a degree in accounting. And I've worked, I worked for the International Paper Company for 40 years as an accountant, and I spent 12 years as CFO for a company that was a logistics support company.
My name is Chef Megan Simone. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I am enthusiastic about supporting the Gala on the Bluff because it creates opportunities for young people just like me to thrive, succeed, and excel in this world.
Louis C. Henry. I graduated in '71. We own and operate 14 McDonald's restaurants here in St. Paul. We've been here since 1989. And I have been associated with Southern for many, many years. My mother and father graduated from Southern, and it was 6 brothers and sisters all graduated from Southern and are doing well.
Hello, I am Stephanie Celestine with Visit Baton Rouge. Very happy to be doing this with you all. I have been working with Southern University's Gala on the Bluff for the last 4.5 years since I've been here, but I'm returning after being gone 22 years. And I worked with them then, and my predecessor maintained and continued while I was gone. And so it has been an awesome working experience with Southern University and the Gala, and working with Miss Agnes and Miss Toni Jackson.
I've been chairman of the advisory council for a number of years. Matter of fact, I was one of the founding advisory council members when the Gala first started in 2002. The council itself has always been, geared toward trying to raise funding for the students and for Dean Andrews and his staff. By being a close member of the advisory council, understanding what's going on in terms of the needs of the college business, it became an obvious thing for us to work on.
I think the Gala is really unique. I've been going for several years now, and I think it's beautiful to see the culmination of different age ranges, to see people dancing, to see people interacting and actually sharing and communicating their business ideas and their business cards to promote economic sustainability, not just among the adult group, but as well as the young-minded innovators and entrepreneurs. I do believe that we will be the people to lead the future. So I think it's a great exchange of older and younger coming together to create a lasting effect for our future.
When we had homecoming, it was nothing really going on that really brought people together a lot other than the cheerleading and the things like that. So this was something that people could get together in a formal way, have something good to eat, dance, socialize, and just have a good time.
I've been in this industry for a while, a little over 30 years, and I've been able to return to visit Baton Rouge after being gone 22 years, and to come back and work with Southern, because I know that Visit Baton Rouge has been around since 1972. And they have, worked with Southern and partnered up with Southern for many years. And it has been a great experience to work with this HBCU in our fine city, and I find working with Agnes and Toni really has opened doors for me on that campus.
The excitement comes in the fact of being able to, help out, provide funding for the kids, the camaraderie, seeing the people in the community get involved and understand the value that the College of Business is bringing to the community. And not to mention the work and due diligence associated with the teams that work so hard every year to get everything pulled together. So those are the kind of things that kind of help me to get involved.
I think it's very important for me to be places like the Gala to give back, to provide service, but also to inspire the young folks out there to do exactly what I did, to take maybe the less traveled road, the unbeaten path, and to be innovative and to create and to know that your imagination is your greatest tool, but it can also be your greatest limiter if you allow it to be. So I would just inspire people to not watch what I'm doing, but see what I do that inspires them and take from that to create their own path. I think that there's so much out in the world to be inspired by.
The thing that I like, it really helps the students. The scholarships, to me, is what's important, because you give somebody a couple of $1,000, that could mean the difference between them going to school and graduating. And I think that the only way that we can really help ourselves is to educate our people and put them in a position where they can prosper and really bring up other generations. I'll give you an example. We have 14 McDonald's restaurants. I have a nephew in Atlanta now that has 7 restaurants. I have a sister in Dallas. They have 15 restaurants. So we have, and we have some other connections throughout Southern that have franchisees that have been very successful. So generating our own businesses, the businesses like ours, like Agnes's, they really help us to propel our own people.
We're working with families, we're working with the community, and we are community. We work together and real close in the community. And working with Southern University and with this Gala, it brings it a little closer for you. It kind of brings it together. Because I actually have visited with students, sat with students, I've had calls about what I do, what VBR does, and I couldn't have had that without the working relationship that I've had with Southern University.
Well, by example, I've mentored a number of our kids throughout the years, and sometimes I'll just talk to them about, what the opportunities of one major versus another. Talk to them about staying local in terms of trying to give back to the community. And one of the things that I've always tried to make sure happens that didn't happen when I was at Southern was being taught the value of giving back early on in your career. And it becomes, kind of a life's mission to make sure that you give back to the community, to the College of Business, and to the students within that environment.
There's not a better dean anywhere in the U.S. I think you have a guy that's totally committed to Southern and the students. With Don, it's not about himself, it's about Don works 20 hours a day and his mind is always on Southern. He comes from a humble background.
When it comes to Louisiana, and then you have Baton Rouge, and then you have Visit Baton Rouge, and then you have a wonderful university like Southern University. It's a city to visit, it's a place to be. We are very community driven. I have a great passion for what I do with my clients on a state level, a local level, a regional level. Our culture, our music, a lot of things we take for granted. But once you come to Baton Rouge once, you'll want to return. So my working rapport with Southern University has opened a lot of doors to invite other people from other cities to see, because the kids are coming to see the university. Families are coming. Then I get introduced to some of those families and friends. So it's a truly unique city, and I truly love and respect my relationship with Southern University.
I have 3 sons. One went to school in Minnesota, one went to school in Virginia, and one went to school at Southern. Courtney went to school at Southern. I think he turned out better, well-rounded than any of the other ones. He was one of the youngest people ever awarded a McDonald's franchisee. He made connections that have served him well throughout his lifetime. And also, if I had to do it again, the biggest mistake I think I ever made was not sending all 3 of my sons to Southern. I had a sister, Renee, that I had said earlier, has 15 McDonald's restaurants in Texas. She was at LSU, and she went to school at LSU, and she wasn't getting the support that she needed. So in her senior year, she transferred to Southern. And one of the things she always said is, I'm the oldest, and there's 15 different years difference between us. She said one of the things that I didn't do with her is make her go to Southern initially. But she said she got all the support she needed at Southern. So Southern is a home, and Southern knows what it needs for our Black students to succeed.
Toni Jackson Jr. Of course, I'm representing Havens Gateway Personal Care Service, where we go in and take care of people with physical and mental disabilities, where we have actually been in business for 16 years now. Also, my mom and dad are Frida and Daryl Jackson. So, man, once again, we're excited. We've been doing this for years. And, man, I'm absolutely pumped up and excited about us doing this virtual. I know circumstances have changed, but, man, the principle of anything don't change.
Dr. Pamela Ravarjans, and I serve as an Assistant Chief Administrative Officer under the administration of Mayor Sharon Weston Groom for the city of Baton Rouge. I am also a very proud graduate of Southern University and a graduate from the College of Business. For over 30 years, I've had the ability to place Southern University on my list of accomplishments. And I am so proud to see the Gala on the Bluff continuing, even in the midst of a COVID environment.
Toni and Tina Williams, we live in Chandler, Arizona, and we Southern University graduates, and we're just excited to participate in the Gala on the Bluff once again.
The most exciting aspect of this event is that we get to partner with some amazing people, Dean Donald and Agnes Andrews, to promote the well-being of others through our giving, and to see that the scholarship funds are quite a blessing to the students.
Danielle Kelly, Executive Director of Jumpstart Your Heart Incorporated.
Dr. Stephen Kelly, Interventional Cardiologist, Baton Rouge Cardiology Center. Well, to me, what really attracted me to this event is the purpose of the event. I'm always trying to figure out ways to help the next generation.
Southern University is a part of our life. When nobody else would accept it, was Southern University, man. I have my parents went to Southern, we was at Southern, every program at Southern. I can remember being a little boy playing with his, kids out there at the Southern game. It was all just family oriented.
Gala on the Bluff scholarship program is such an incredible opportunity for sponsors to rally around the College of Business overall mission. When I think about the College of Business truly being student-centered and working towards the betterment and the enrichment and education of college students, specifically within the College of Business. This is exciting. The trips that they take, the engagements, the seminars, and the coursework that they incorporate for the students is amazing. And so when you give, you're giving to a student, you're giving to the College of Business, and you're seeing your funds go to work immediately for the benefit of the college.
This is amazing cause. You know, when you came from really a place where college wasn't available, a scholarship wasn't available for you to get to college, you know, you end up in the same place. We have too much going on in the community that young individuals, young students don't get an opportunity to have doors open to them. And with the Gala on the Bluff, these scholarships, what College of Business is doing is amazing because it gives an opportunity. It is a cause that everybody should understand. That's why they should give.
And Mrs. Andrews does a great job with the College of Business. And I think it's important that we have to teach our young kids and support the young kids. And so that's what will always drive me to support such a great event as this. We've done it for several years and planning to do it for several more years because of the results. And so I think in order to advance the next generation, we have to at least give them a chance. So that's what drives me.
So that's one thing that Southern has always been instilled in us about just being a family, man. So to continue to be able to support what's going on, what they have going on, that's the best thing you can ever do for something that's giving you so much is to give back. I have a brother that actually graduated from Southern College School of Business, and they get a chance to see him, you know, every day, to see the results of people like the Agnes Jackson coming on. And, you know, these are the things and type of people that Southern actually produce.
A message to anyone who's considering giving to the Gala on the Bluff event. Really dig deep within yourself and think about the unity that comes from an HBCU. The system in itself, it just reeks of unity and pride and tradition and family. And when we give to scholarship funds such as this, we're giving to students and letting them know that we truly appreciate their commitment to education, their dedication to getting through.
I would encourage others to give because philanthropy strengthens your personal values, and people need to understand, I think, the benefits of giving and how healthy it is to your welfare as well.
Jumpstart Your Heart, we have a passion for student athletes because we serve that community and provide those free cardiovascular screenings to the student athletes. So our kids always have been involved in sports. Our son played college sports, and we just love to give back with the scholarships. And it's just a great cause with Gala on the Bluff.
So you want to continue to give, and so that we can help push these young people out, man, because they're the future and the next of the generation of what's going on.
University College of Business just speaks about unity, speaks about tradition and pride. And for any sponsor or person who's considering to be a sponsor again for this year, I truly recommend that you dig deep within your heart and think about the commitment you're making to the life of a student. There's such a sense of pride when we can see these students graduate, see the experiences that they're able to be exposed to. So dig deep and give to changing the life of a student. The funds that you give really will make a difference in the life of these students and to the exposure that they're able to achieve.
Supporting the College of Business has just been amazing for me. I've been doing it several years now. I wish I would have been doing it 20 years ago because the team the Dean has assembled with the advisory council is just an amazing group of people. And they genuinely want to make a difference in the lives of students and the university. So I'm just excited to give all that I can give, just to be a part of something that's great and something that's going to have an everlasting impact for minority students.
But I think every year that we attend, I always like to see testimonies. And I think the fact that more and more people that show up and support a cause is a sign that it's working. But I love testimonies, and I love to see what they've reached, not just in the Baton Rouge community, but other parts of the world. And so testimonies are always important to me, that we're having an impact.
There's a main call to action to every individual out there within the city of Baton Rouge and afar. We give to a lot of different causes throughout a year, but this is a critical cause. This is a time where Black education rises to the forefront in our communities. And so I encourage everyone to look within their hearts and to really consider Southern University and the College of Business as being a priority on your list. The Gala on the Bluff has been going on for years, but if this is your first time considering to give, please make that commitment today to be a part of something that is so much bigger and broader than you could ever imagine. Let's change Baton Rouge. Let's change the life of an African-American student. Let's change the life of the College of Business.
And over the years, we have attended for many, many years and supported. It has grown over the years. And to me, that says a lot about Dr. and Mrs. Andrews, all the hard work and dedication they put into Gala on the Bluff. You can just see how everything has come into fruition over the years for such a great cause during the homecoming season.
We should not let our momentum be stagnant because of COVID. So I'm excited that the Andrews decided to continue on in this very unique way, but we look forward to rallying, all the troops again next year, if we're able to. But giving is one of the greatest things that you can do. It allows you to get outside of yourself and to be a blessing to others. And so I would just encourage all of our Southernites, family and friends, co-workers, etc., to look forward to our next Gala coming up on the Bluff.
Y'all know every year we do this, the Gala on the Bluff. It is the place to be. Even though things have changed, situations have changed, circumstances have changed, but the principle don't change, man. We have to support and be able to still enjoy each other. We can come on virtual and do the same thing that we've been doing, because it's all about supporting Southern University, the School of Business, everything what they've been doing and putting into, man, we thank Agnes and all of them, Mr. Andrews, for everything that they've been doing. And we just glad that you all are accepting us to be a part of what you all doing. And we're going to ride this thing out, whether it's virtual, whether we see y'all. This is what it's all about, and this is what we're going to do. Let's go Gala on the Bluff.
So now I think we're going to go back to some of the great entertainment that we have for the night's program.
They say I'm a rapper, but I say no. They say what you doing, trying to do, some's out of court. But I just let the music come from my soul. So all of my people can stay on the floor, yeah. They got a brand new dance. You gotta move your muscle. Brand new dance. It's called a Cupid Shuffle. It don't matter if you're young or you're old. Hey, hey. We gon' show you how it goes. Let's show. Oh, Baton Rouge, I need you out your seats and on your feet. The International Dance Party Kings in the building. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. Let's go. Excuse me, so you're gonna need to watch your camera, bro. Hey, hey. Let's go. Now let me see you do it. Now let me see you do it. Hey, hey, come on in. We gonna have some fun tonight, y'all. Here we go. They said I was a rapper, but I ain't no. They say what you doing, trying to do, somebody go. I just let the music come from my soul, so all of my people can stay on the floor. They got a brand new
miss the 18th Annual College of Business Gala on the Bluff Scholarship Fundraiser.
Can you believe the time has gone by so fast? I mean, we've had to interact with our individuals out there. We want to just thank you for all the emails and all the other communications we've had through the night and all the additional contributions that have taken place tonight. We can't thank you enough. So this has been such a great program. I mean, the virtual program we had some concerns about, but I think everything has worked out as best as it could. I can't thank the audience enough for their participation and basically providing us with feedback on the program tonight. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. This has been such a great program, and each year I say this is going to be the best one ever. So this has been the best one ever. Agnes, what do you think?
I think it was great. I didn't think we would be able to pull it off the way we did. But then again, I want to remind you that this is our scholarship fundraiser. It's the biggest event that we do to raise funds for students majoring in business at Southern University on the Baton Rouge campus. So if you have not had an opportunity to give,
It's not too late.
It's not too late. Thanks again to the big sponsors and anyone else that wants to contribute. Please do so. Please call me personally. You can call to Agnes Andrews, Allstate Insurance. Our number is 225-383-0877. And we'll see to your money getting there for students in the College of Business at Southern University.
And I can't thank Ms. Toni Jackson for putting together and working with all of the students and with all the other groups in putting this together. And also Mr. Brian Hertzock, director of the program, Brian Hertzock Films and Entertainment. He's really done an outstanding job in this one, more or less, in terms of him putting together all of this program. We really can't say enough about the work of Mr. Brian Hertzock. So, Brian, thank you out there. I really appreciate it.
And we look forward to seeing you all next year.
For the best one ever.